Good morning, Vietnam. I was thinking about this business of energy of the elite, like those Rolling Stones, they always need this attention energy, so they cannot stop it. So, yeah, there is this category of those entities needing energy. So, behind those Rolling Stones guys or ladies and their testosterone, who knows, there is entities feeding with the attention of people. So this is one category of those stars. They need energy, or the entities behind need energy. They need. Yeah, I will put those Rolling Stones there. The Queen of England in the 2012 opening ceremony of the Olympics Games. She was dressed in a dress, and there was a helicopter, with the stuntman, and he came with the same dress as her, and he jumped with the parachute, uh, you know, in the stadium with the same dress as her. And it was supposed to be funny, but she was not funny. It was an energetic harvesting, like all those eyes uh, creating in their consciousness that the queen can jump from a helicopter. So she is very healthy. I guess this energetic, harvesting, hold up, energetic hold up, bite some years to her to live in this physical form. So there is this business of energy, in some of those stars. I'm going to talk about those who fake their death. I put a group like this, the people who fake their death, like David Bowie. I think they they fake their death because, I mean, first of all, to sell your disc, just to exist. It's better for you to disappear than people seeing you getting old as an old guy, and gone. So your legend disappear. If you are old and they see your albums, and you are existing as an old man, they're getting sick and everything, they will not buy it. The legend is gone. So if he dies, the legend of him lives. That is one of the causes. I think they do this. I mean, they just with their money they buy this. You can buy anything with money. I can tell you, especially in this, in this papers and stuff. Fake identities, new identities. You can do everything with little money. Imagine what they can do, those guys. So by dying, he keeps his egregore alive, and he can, he can age. With no problem. He can be in the street with a new identity. His life would be better, and those stuff of him can be sold. The legend continue. I think Prince did this, Michael Jackson, guys like Kobe Bryant might have do this. Not sure. I don't know the guy that well. Schumacher, the Formula One driver, like supposedly having an accident and he's in a hospital, nobody can see him. I think the guy just retired to be, to have a normal life, not to be recognized in the street and everything. I think they do this also. Yeah, a lot of those people, they just want to be left alone, And there is a business side, like I said, with David Bowie and everything. Very smart to do it, to continue to the legend to live. It's very smart to do it. Yeah. So there is this category. There is the category also of fake death for the sake of getting rid of a problem, like Lady D. Lady D, I can tell now by the experience, that it is a fake death because it was too much put in our face. and also a very you know, like an alarm, very spinning red light, you know, with big sound, when they accuse themselves of killing, you know. Like there was books about this Lady D being killed by the Queen and stuff, by you know, by the establishment. When they accuse themselves, and there is books around, and even the father of the guy she was with, this Al Fayed family, accusing the Queen. This is, you know, this is alarm, like it is fake, because I think they get huge energy back when they accuse themselves of false stuffs. You know, by you thinking they are criminals and stuff, and they are not, they get a lot of energy. So I think this Lady D stuff is one of those. This entity is somewhere around, you know. They just disappeared. And when you know, the 13th pillar, the car get crashed in the 13th pillar, Mercedes class S, you know, the German company asking for the car to be you know, to be checked by the professional, and the authority refusing. When it gets too complicated in the story, you understand that it's a fake story. So I guess there was a pre-crashed car just put there, you know, just fake stuff. They get into the tunnel, you know, and then they get into some truck, you know, the real car get into a truck, and then there is something crashed, like some crashed car put there, and that's it. That's the story of a fake death. So there is those fake deaths, they exist. Okay. Yeah, and there is a harvesting of energy. You know, they don't waste those operations. You know, this is why they accuse themselves with books and with blah blah. You know, those entities needs this kind of energy. Yeah, so this is the fake deaths. And there is also I think the real deaths of some celebrities. There is the real death. I see here two categories, like some celebrities that have some magic around them in the way they are talented. Yeah, there is something special about them, and somehow the Matrix reject them or kill them, or they are assassinated. I detected some of them, and the others were kind of possessed, you know, with drugs and everything, and forces. So they just do their stuff, and they get killed, you know. But the one that killed with there is difference. There is some of them really being magic, and they usually die in accidents, like in violent accidents, and the others die with drugs. You know, this is what I detected. You know, like the magical guys, they die with an accident. Yeah, like I was talking about Schumacher. You know, driving a Formula One. He's a good driver and stuff. But in his era, there was, you know, automatic transmission, you know, USP, you know, like anti-sliding systems, ABS, you know. So everybody could drive those car. Anybody could drive this car with a little bit of training, a little bit of you know, neck muscles. You can take those curves. You know, anybody. So it's not. This is why we see those fagoties F1 drivers. You know, now, because the cars, you just basically push throttle to go and brake. But in the era of Ayrton Senna, imagine a Formula One with manual transmission, you know, and no electronic systems, you know, anti USP, ESP, and all this ABS and stuff. It was not even allowed at certain moments. So you were really driving a car, a very fast car, and you have to shift the gears. And it was people were fighting with those kind of you know, of cars. So Ayrton Senna was in era of real drivers, you know. And there was this Monaco Grand Prix where he had to drive also under the rain. He was so good into this, you know, with manual car. And when the Grand Prix finished, he couldn't even lift his the cup, you know, the Grand Prix cup, you know, the prize. This is how much he was finished physically. So there was something real about those races. It's not like now, you know, like it's kids, you know, rich kids of a rich father who push his kid into Formula One, you know. So it was not that at the era of Ayrton Senna. So there is magic around him, you know, like a real hero in his field, you know. So those, they get accident somehow, you know. I compare also Stevie Ray Vaughan as a guitarist, or Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix dead with this, dying with these drugs and everything. I think it's the possessed side, and SRV is the magic side. It's people with magical talent. SRV could produce a magical sound with his guitar, you know, and there was this energy, this fire inside. This is why he was alcoholic, you know, and the other one was a junkie. This is the difference. The alcoholics, they just want to bury this fire inside. You know, you could feel this power, you know, the sound he could produce with his guitar. You know, the string was the thickest string. Nobody could bend them, only him with his hand. And doing this when he was totally, you know, drunk, and going into improvisation, you know, for minutes and minutes. There was this magic, and he dies in helicopter accident, you know. So I detect those people with this real magic around them in the way, in what they do. And the others, there is a club of those one just dying with drugs and stuff, like ridiculous death, you know. And I think those are very surrounded by some forces, entities between brackets and everything. And it's not really magic. Those dying with drugs and stuff, I don't feel magic between them, you know. But those stopped with the accident like this, some of them have this magic. There was this French singer also, Balavoine, they call him. His voice and some of his songs, you know, he brings something which is him alone. Nobody could do it in the voice and the way to sing with the French language, you know. It is unique, you know. And those magic people tend to have those you know, tragical stuff, and I think those are killed. I don't know if they target them physically, or if it is the Matrix just rejecting them, rejecting the, you know, the perfection in what they do, you know, the power in what they do. Yeah, approaching the 15 minutes. Yeah, I did this video just to relax a little bit. Yeah, and to give my my opinion on this fake deaths and real deaths of celebrities. See you in the next video.